Feel like tasting Texas? Well, that's exactly what you can do at this year's festival that'll host 100 chefs and the best food and drinks around. I want to welcome Chef Leo Davila, owner of Stix Stone. Thanks for being with us.
For sure, yeah, no, it's great to be here.
So this is a Tasting Texas Wine and Food Festival.
Tasting Texas Wine and Food
We're
Festival.
putting the wine first because the adults love that for sure.
We figure you come for the booze, stay for the food, you know.
Perfect pair.
A lot of good things. Like you said, over 100 chefs. One of my good friends from Arizona is actually in town. We're doing a dinner tonight, and he's going to be at a lot of these events. These are a lot of like nationally recognized chefs on the James Beard level. So they're James Beard Award semifinalists, finalists, just like we have Chef Nicola Black from Jerk Shack in our own city. So it's just a fun food festival just to promote San Antonio cuisine and San Antonio food.
We love that. Okay, keep it coming. Let's get it started right now.
Absolutely.
You're making an apple
and pasilla mole.
Apple and pasilla mole right now.
Growing up, I just wasn't a fan of moles. I know that's kind of crazy to say in San Antonio. I just really didn't like it. So every year I try to focus on something to fall back and love it.
Okay.
So this is my year of the moles. So we have a beautiful hibiscus and pecan mole.
Wow.
I did a broccoli mole. And this right here is our apple and pasilla. And what goes well, pork and apple. So we decided to do pork belly with our apple and pasilla.
You're so
mole.
creative. First step is I'm putting the pork.
Yeah, so pork belly. So it's a 72-hour cure that we do in-house. Is kind of our signature, what we're known for.
Okay.
What we're doing here is just getting a little heat. Now, I know you hear a lot of like, don't add extra oils, don't add extra fat.
Yeah.
Pork belly is very fatty. So what we're gonna do is get the fat from the pork belly to actually cook our veggies.
I like that a lot.
So,
like I sometimes do that with bacon
Yeah,
grease,
absolutely.
so.
Yeah, absolutely with bacon grease.
All
I know,
right.
my grandpa, was alive forever. Felt like, he was like, I eat bacon every day. I'm not going anywhere. So, a little pork fat isn't too bad.
Okay,
right?
I'm listening to Grandpa.
So what we have here is some beautiful mushrooms from our local farmer. These are oyster mushrooms, and we just shredded them a little bit.
Do you want me to shred them more?
No, those are actually good, and you want to
put them in?
Yeah, throw them right in there.
Okay.
And then beautiful heirloom rainbow carrots. We really like the beauty of rainbow carrots. They're a little sweeter. Obviously, that gorgeous color, that tricolor.
Yeah,
orange,
I thought
and purple.
it almost looked like a yam. I was like, what is that?
Definitely.
So mushroom, I wouldn't have thought to add into a mole, but already the sauce you're making is so different.
Kind of umami, that earthiness of everything that goes together is really, really nice.
Okay.
I grew up half Chinese, half Mexican, so this is like a marriage of everything that I do. A pork belly sam is pretty much just like a lettuce wrap.
Okay.
And then pairing it with this mole, I feel like the combination of the earthiness from the mole, a little fattiness from the pork belly, savoriness. And if you just throw just a few of those carrots in there, we can get that started.
Okay.
Yeah, and then these weekends events, you can catch me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday is going to be Southern Hospitality down at the Pearl.
Okay.
Saturday is going to be at La Villita. Grand tasting where a lot of chefs are going to be featuring their signature bites. So kind of what makes them, what put them on the map, what are they known for? And then Sunday, who doesn't love burgers? So it's going to be burgers, bourbon, and beer.
What?
So we're going to be debuting a chori queso burger.
A chori queso burger.
So beautiful melted cheese, a little bit of chorizo in there, house pickle right on the bottom. It's going to be really, really nice all tied together.
That sounds so good. And what's really cool about this event is culinaria, right? But the money, or part of the money for this goes to James Beard Scholarship.
Yeah, James Beard Scholarship. So I remember being in culinary school, being a culinary student, and just trying to figure out how I was going to kind of pay that next bill or what I was doing. So I wanted to make sure, one, my grades were straight A's, and then two, you volunteer for all of these events. So we're going to have some students out there, high school and college, really just getting to work side by side with some of these chefs. I know when I did it, I was looking forward to being at that next level. So it's really cool to kind of have a full circle moment to be part of the festival.
I can't even imagine. They're probably a little nervous, but what a great experience to learn from the pros, you know?
Very much so.
So, okay, this is all cooking. And I haven't added any salt or anything to.
No. So what we're doing is we're kind of letting everything else speak for it. By using local produce, you're going to see the flavor really shine through.
Okay.
So we don't want to do too much to it. And then all of the flavor is going to come from really our mole.
Wow.
So kind of my favorite part is going to be the plating part if you want to help me with this.
Sure, let's do it.
So again, this is our apple and pasilla mole.
Do I need to put that mole in here?
No, so we're actually going to go right on the plate.
On the plate?
Kind of give me a big, almost like $1.50 of a $half.
Oh, of a half?
Yeah, no, that's good.
I'm like, I'll put a lot.
Yeah, you can do a little bit more.
More? Okay.
Yeah, do a little bit more, and then we're just going to flatten it out a little bit. Perfect.
Trying to look at your example over there. Is that better?
That's perfect. There we go.
Look at me, chef. Okay.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that pork belly using those tweezers.
I love these tweezers. I need to get some.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
And then what we're going to do is just kind of wherever your heart sees it, let's just kind of decorate those veggies right on top, right throughout, right there on the bottom.
See, this is where you get all artistic and it visually looks so beautiful. Okay, guys, I'm gonna
For sure. I had a culinary chef instructor who's now one of my best friends after culinary school, Chef Williams. He just said, you know, make good food. And once I felt like I made good food, I said, can I make it pretty now?
There you go.
So, you know, it has to be delicious, it has to be amazing, but also like we eat with our eyes first, right? So let's
So
make it a little
true.
bit visually appealing.
I have to agree with you, and it already looks so good. Okay, is that enough carrot? Should I put a little more?
Oh yeah, that should be good. There's also a spoon on that left side if that
Thank
helps
you,
you a
Chef.
little bit
Yes,
easier.
I was
No,
like,
no, for sure.
let me scoop it up. Do I put some oysters on there too?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, y'all, the oysters look so good.
So
Wow.
again, right, pork belly is a fatty content, fattier meat. So what we did is we, Chef Hunter actually pickled some apples for me. So
This
just to
looks
cut through some of this acidity. And then our good friend, one of my culinary best friends from culinary school, actually started a farm.
Wow.
So he uses pharmacist micros. So we're just gonna add a
Add
little
that
bit
on
of
there.
this cabbage micro right on top.
Can you tell everyone this is happening all weekend long? You mentioned all those events, so people can start. Well, tonight you're hosting an event, but it's sold out, right?
Yeah, tonight, Thursday, our dinner is sold out, thankfully, but there are some other great dinners available. Jerk Shack, Dashi, Botica, Meadow, our friends at Meadow, just some good things. Meadows, I don't know if you've actually been to Meadow. Shout out to Chef PJ and Lindsay. Probably some of the most inspiring food I've had recently, really, really great. And then leading in tomorrow, Friday again at the Pearl, Southern Hospitality. Saturday, grand tasting at La Vita, and Sunday, La Vita as well, burgers, bourbon, and beer.
Thank you so much for being with us, Chef.
sure,
This was
absolutely.
delicious, and I can't wait to take a bigger bite into the mole, but stay with us. Up next,